In all things, have no preferences. This is Miyamoto Musashi, one of the greatest swordsmen that ever lived, possibly the greatest that we know of. What does this mean? Think about your life. Think about your preferences. Preferences are ideas that you have that you would rather have than not have. You would rather eat an ice cream than a steak, let's say. Well, when you break it down, why would you rather do that? Or maybe the reverse. Maybe you'd rather have a steak than an ice cream. It doesn't even matter. The point is that this idea is burned into our brains. It's burned into everyone's brain. Your family, your peers, your teachers, everyone. And that means that you are heavily influenced by it as well. But the problem with preferences is that we think they're everything but what they are, which is an idea that constrains you, whether it's a good constraint or a bad constraint. A preference is just an idea that constrains you. And when you let go of preferences, so much opens up for you. Imagine if you wanted to get good at martial arts, but you go to class and it's hard. You'd rather it not be hard. That's a preference. Imagine what would happen if you let that go and you didn't care if it was hard. Or in fact, you didn't even label it hard. You just showed up and how you felt is how you felt. You didn't put much idea on whether that was bad or good. It was just something that was part of the act of doing, that you were in the moment. Think about if you went to a class to gain a skill and you decided, maybe unknowingly, that you would only continue going to that class if you found that you were getting better in the way that you anticipated, in the speed that you anticipated. This is a preference. That preference will hurt you when you don't get better at that speed, when you don't get better in the way that you thought you would. If you were only present and living in the moment and just showing up and doing the activity and that's all, then the idea of the speed of how you got good or the vision you had wouldn't matter. You would just show up every day and do the work, and the fruits would bear what they bared. But you would not quit.